Hello, welcome to another Age of Empires 2 game. This one I wanted to share with you. It's from my 1v1s, which was streamed live on Twitch. But I wanted to show my the retrospect afterwards because it was an interesting game. Didn't quite play out as I imagined. So, in red here is me playing as Sicilians, 1226. And in blue we have Ursulov, 1229, playing as Teutons. I wasn't feeling too confident about my matchup going into this game. Sicilians I didn't think had a particularly strong early game. I mean obviously with the sergeants and donjons, but Teuton towers can counter that easily, and you know, even perhaps would be more aggressive coming forward. And in the later game I felt that Teutons were just better with the paladins. Teutonic Knights perhaps, Siege, the tech tree is just better for them than Sicilians. So I was not feeling too confident going into this. So anyway, things pretty standard for me at the beginning, so I'm going to take a look at blue space. Nothing too obvious happening yet, so I'm going to fast forward to the click to feudal age when the game starts to get interesting. You can see blue pushing deer, it's nice. Getting all that food in. It's got 2 boar to take still. And I'm going to go to normal speed once we hit feudal age. I ask him if he's going to trush. Okay, red is up to feudal age, so let's have a look. So obviously, sorry, blue is up to feudal. Blue's going to trush, right? The thing about this is you want to be in there before the enemy has a chance to counter tower. And I'm already up to feudal age. I'm up to feudal age planning on a fast castle. Right, so usually when you go for a trush, you will be up to feudal age sooner so that the enemy can only like wall you out and stuff and can't counter tower. Because they're going for a fast castle, they would stay in Dark Age longer. But that hasn't really worked out here because he's late. He's gone 21 villagers, 22 pop. However, the Teuton trush is still very strong. And the reason is, as you can see here, 7 villagers coming forward. 7 villagers come forward for the reason that Teuton towers can fit 10 villagers in, and other civilizations can only fit 5 in. Which means when garrisoned, they fire more arrows. So normally you'll lose to a Teuton tower. You obviously have to repair better, you know, more, or you have to produce more towers or whatever to compete. So it can be very difficult. So I'm nearly in feudal age, and let's see how the response goes. Now I see it. Blue decides to house off my gate. I never ever see the benefit of doing this. The waste of wood. Because, you know, I just walk out my gate. Walk out the wall. Obviously it's to make me delete holes places in my wall. And to probably stop me like coming and rushing it down straight away. Villagers. Still, it's pointless in my opinion. I can delete this wall here and batter it down from the inside if I want to. When it's up against the wall like this. Anyway, yeah, go stone, and I build a defensive donjon here to make sure he can't come in and be too aggressive. But I'm floating the food and gold to go to Castle Age, which is still my intention, although I haven't got the buildings yet. It has delayed me a little bit, for sure. Okay, this guy's gonna come and put another house here, here, and here for all my gates. Yeah, again, it's kind of annoying, but I don't think it's particularly strong, so I wasn't too bothered about it. Let me see if this player likes playing Teutons. Well, he likes Arena, and looking at his history, no, he does play a range of maps and civilizations, actually, to be fair. So, yeah, just plays Teutons more often than I would say is random on Arena. So he clearly knows what he's doing. And that's fine. Anyway, he only has 6 villagers like here doing stuff now, which means he only gets the bonus of like 1 extra villager in the that can garrison towers, and they're not even doing that at the minute. This is pointless. This tower doesn't do anything. I mean, it protects that gold, but I have this one. So yeah, I'm pretty safe. I'm way to Castle Age. Not too concerned about, you know, the tower rush at the minute. See how Blue's doing at home. Teutons place farms cheap, which also makes their tower rush stronger because they can boom more behind it, place more farms. So he's gone to he's at 11 on food now. And I see I only have 6 farmers, but obviously I'm up. So here we go again. Doesn't want me running out. Waste of wood. I mean, what does it do? Am I really going to run out and take that whilst this one's here? Yeah, I wasn't concerned about it, to say the least. So that's fine. I have sergeants here, which is interesting. Okay, what am I going to do with Castle Age? Let's see. Siege Workshop to push it back. So yeah, the Tower Rush does something, right? Because it's forced me to build Siege rather than going straight to 3 town centres. So that's fair enough, but... and he is way ahead of me on villagers, by the way, as well. Obviously, he has to go to Castle Age, which is going to cost him a couple of villagers in time, like 3 or 4 villagers in time anyway, but he is still ahead and is not collecting more res than me. I've collected more. Obviously, that's because he spent time building these towers. So in his mind, he controls the map because apparently I can't leave my base due to these walls. But here's the thing, right? Look at this. Delete the wall, take the tower. Thanks for building those houses and wasting your wood. Okay, I have sergeants in here. Okay, 1 tower down. He's gonna build the box again. Oh dear, I don't understand it. Is it really worth the wood? Obviously believes houses are stronger than they actually are. Now it's 10 villagers forward. Okay. Now he would have to invest in repairing this if he wants to continue with that house. And sergeants in Castle Age are strong, right? So I have no worries about the fact that the 4 sergeants here can take all these villagers. Yeah. He's obviously going to take the ram down, but I don't really need it anymore. He's going to run home with his villagers. Well, I'll say that. More are coming. Wow. So he has 37 villagers, but many of them are doing nothing currently. That's why his res collected is 500 behind mine. I've managed to place a 2nd town centre. Obviously this looks like super calm and collected from me. It was high pressure, I felt, but the reason is that his tower rush was too late. That's why I've been able to calmly kind of deal with this and boom. So he's going to go onward here. It seems fine. I'm going to clear this up. And yeah, rebuild my walls, take down these houses so I can actually move and stabilise. The game stabilises. He's in Castle Age as well. On the same villagers, so at the end of it all, you know, it's all pretty much the same. Here they come for the obvious next step, which is the castle drop. It's this favourite building, the house. So I have 6 sergeants here. He's placing a farm at home, I think, which is why he let me in here. I thought these would clean up, but obviously I didn't micro them well enough. I'm 1 ahead on villagers now, though. 8 ahead. Okay. And I can't stay on that tower, that castle, because Teutons get murder holes for free, which means they can shoot right next to the castle. So I need to not let my villager pathing. I tasked them to build this, and this villager goes all the way around here to do it. Fantastic. Thank you, Age of Empires, for that. Okay, need to stop them. Stop my waypoint onto that stone. Anyway, this is defensive castle, and my thinking here was imp, because I already have 3 town centres, right? I can't produce out of them, but this looks to be a race to imp, because trebs. Right? No one wants a castle stood outside the base. I need to micro these better for sure. Anyway, judging by the resources, I'll be quicker up to imp than him. Already floating 500 food, 200 gold. All I need to do is cease production. I have plenty on gold currently, and then whenever I'm floating wood, just place farms to help me get up to imp. I could potentially rebalance when I get up to imp. Now I'm not sure if the right move was to do that or to continue building some villages, but I wanted imp as fast as possible. I didn't want him to be an imp and with crenellations and such. Crenellations gives Teutons extra range. Right, Teutonic Knights. Okay, they're a scary unit, and they will, for sure, they will beat my sergeants. Right? Obviously, if he gets numbers of them. And if the more he produces, the later he's going to be up to imp. He's far away from imp currently, though. It's fine. My plan was to continue going sergeants, even though I saw the Teutonic Knight. I think I saw it come out, so I knew it was going to be there. I'm still idling on villagers. There we go. There's the imp click. So, you know, 2 minutes, 1.5, 2 minutes of idle TC time. Times by 3, obviously, because I've got 3 town centres. Or whatever, so that's why it's showing us 12, 13 minutes idle time. But I did that on purpose. I did it to get to imp. And he is far from imp, so should be a winning position here, although the siege could cause me a problem. My plan was to build sergeants, in fact. So Sicilians have a unique tech which lets you build 5 sergeants for free out of each town centre when you research it. So I could spike to 35 military very quickly if I built 2 more town centres. So that's what I was doing here. I need 1 more. I need some stone. I didn't really care at this point where I built them. I just wanted them to support my trebs. So here we go, there's the other one. Not the greatest town centre spot. Oh, that's okay, it's quite cosy in the tree line. But maybe not one I would place, I'll maybe pull it in here and delete these. Anyway, that doesn't matter, because we're going to be an imp. However, here come the battering rams. All of this is delaying his imp. So I was kind of happy to see that. Though, obviously it does threaten me. I don't have too much to defend in here. But the more he invests in Castle Age, the later he is going to be to imp. So that was fine. And this is, you know, 3 Teutonic Knights, 1 Spearman, 1 Scout, 1 Ram, and now 1 Mangonel. I wonder why these Teutonic Knights don't group these 2. That's weird. Okay. Now I can vil fight this. Obviously I can't vil fight the Teutonic Knights, but the Mangonel makes it a little bit tricky, so. He lost the Teutonic Knights, except one of them stood in there. The Mangonel went down to the castle, and this is easily taken care of. Villagers can take the Ram, and the town centre fire can take the Teutonic Knights. So there is the tech I was talking about, First Crusade. Here's my defence. It's going to pop out as Teutonic Knight. That will die to the town centre. He does kill some villagers, but all in all, no problem. Yeah, I had 1 trip out and then First Crusade. Okay. Villager count is actually ahead for him because I rushed him. And his eco's great. Managed to get to 30 farms, which is better than me. And that's at the expense of me rushing Imp. However, he's lost his forward position. What I really need to do now, which I'm not planning to, but in retrospect, is probably castle forward on his base. To force him to widen and go to Imp. Anyway, he's going to Imp, so that wouldn't have worked. You know. Well, it might have done, because I'd have had more trebs than him. Teuton late game. This is what I was worried about, right? Teuton late game. So, I have sergeants. These are not yet elite. Nor do they have any upgrade apart from the first defensive and attacking upgrades. So, they're not too scary. Although, they're not a bad unit. 8 base attacks. They have 8 base attack, 3 armor, melee and pierce. So, they're good in Castle Age with that. If I can get elite, that goes up to 5 base. Making them somewhat more scary. And I wasn't really concerned, you know, about Teutonic Knights at this point because I'd taken down his castle. He couldn't produce them. No idea what this was. What the intention of this was. Obviously, he's going to start escaping with those relics, but I plan to take them myself. Okay, castle's at home for the Teuton. And it does start to get pretty crazy from here because after all the early aggression from him and then the imperial timing from me, after all of that is said and done, the villager count's quite even, in fact. 64 to 60. One thing I did do well, I felt at this point, was place farms. Gone from 18 to 37. Which I felt was really good. So I didn't just see it back, I managed to rebalance my eco, and as you can see from the floating resources, it's not that bad. He obviously had those farms down earlier, but 30 is less than me. Okay, I'm getting upgrades for these. If I had seen that, I maybe would not have invested. Obviously, these were free with the town centre tech. Sorry, the First Crusade tech. So they wouldn't cost that much, but I start upgrading them now. So yeah, he's going for trebs first. I did wonder about this when I saw them, but it's kind of smart. Like, he already knows that I'm likely to come forward, so his trebs are ready. I like it. Okay, these villagers are coming home to safety. I'm housed. Like, a long time. Am I even building the house? No. So that hurts. Random donjon in the middle of the map. I really need to go and build that house. I have built it. Yeah, good. Okay, I have a house builder now. A dedicated house builder. Yeah, 43 farms. So my food eco is looking pretty good. I'm obviously taking gold here at home and outside, and my intention was to go and take central resources as well. No, this guy just loves houses. Like the houses outside my gates at the beginning. Houses in the middle of the map now. I wouldn't recommend this for anyone who's watching this and thinking this is a good strategy. Obviously he's using it for defense, but also that's his population space. And if I start to push, you never want to be in this position where you're getting pushed and you can't produce military because you're housed. And by building all your houses forward, that's what happens. Which is why I always build on arena. I always look for the flat surface along the back and build all my houses back. We already have stone walls to defend. If someone can come through stone walls, they can certainly come through houses. Okay, does he have crenellations? Not yet. 8+2 range. No, crenellations will be a lot further than that. But obviously it's a strong tech in my opinion. Yeah, if I just started trebbing these down, I'd have been in a great position, but I do not. I do not do that. I have seen my visibility, so I see the castle coming up. I see Teutonic Knights. I don't see that second castle there. I see it now, because obviously trebs, when they're unpacked and unpacking, they see a lot more. The vision is good on trebs. If you ever need to see a lot, it's line of sight. I don't know if we get that actually. Anyway, you see when they came out, they saw a lot more than this outpost. Okay, I think I got elite now. See, and yeah, elite sergeant with all the upgrades now for infantry. I could have done with repairs here. Repairs would have been great. I don't know why I didn't do that. But it's kind of set up in a good position, right? You can just tread back my... I had to repair this. I failed at that. Meanwhile, Teutonic Knights... Is he going to get elite? Not yet. Anyway, let me go to the sector as well. But Teutonic Knights are a strong unit, right? They have 14 base attack. Compared to my 8. And they have 7 melee armor. Compared to my 5. So they're going to shred these. So that's why I'm prioritising this castle. You know, because what they're weak to is arrow fire. However, this treb push is becoming a problem. It's guided really well. Not only is he producing Teutonic Knights, but they produce so quickly actually. I never knew that. That's interesting. They're expensive, but they produce a lot quicker. Like, quicker than I imagined. Okay, this guy's run out of room to farm now, so out he comes to do that. Yeah, I can't take a straight up fight here. I'm kind of keeping these safe. Need to use them to raid or something. Okay, I don't have murder holes. However, I'm going to go into Archer. Yeah, there we go. Just coming in. So, after seeing the Teutonic Knights and fully investing into the sergeants and realising I can't use them, I decided to go for Arbalaster because that's the best counter to these. The only thing is, I don't have the numbers currently, so obviously it's quite problematic. And he's trebbing my castles. He's doing really well here, taking back the map control. It's really end-to-end stuff, and we're quite even. I go for another castle at home with the stone that I had. Obviously, I'm still taking stone here. Just to, you know, if he does come here, then he has to trap that one next, and so on. But I can't get lots of Arbalists in queue. I need to like group them up because currently I can't do anything with them. So that's why they're building into the ranges themselves. Let's see how the res collect's going. I'm 4k ahead of him in res collected. He has more relics than me, so I do need to, you know, he has the better civ in the late game. Oh god, especially if he's on Teutonic Knight. If he was to have like light cav or something into this, I feel that's unstoppable. No, he doesn't have light cav, he only has scouts, but still, get the armor upgrades and stuff, so. Or even at this point, I mean, these are elite. Does he have gold? He has lots of gold. He could even go like Cavalier or Tech Paladin. Okay, I've raided all these farms, which was nice. But, you know, they're going to get cleaned up by the Teutonic Knights, for sure. And here he comes with Castle Creep. Trebs forward, take this down. But, you know, if these are expensive units for him, so if I can continue microing like this, I might be okay. The main issue I've got is these trebs getting out of control, and you know, currently I have no way of killing them. He's sending the I'd like to go and dive them with the archers, but he keeps sending his Teutonic Knights in to tank. These are expensive losses for him, though. KD's kind of even at the minute. Not a bit more for me, 10 more for me. Yeah. They're expensive. Teutonic Knights are expensive units. You don't want to be losing them. Okay. So I can't really engage this at the minute. Now we can farm out here. But this is a good ball. This 35 Arbalest will... I should be able to take care of any numbers of Teutonic Knights now. But here's the same thing. I want to dive the Trebs, but he's going to just walk up to me, which means I have to micro my way back. And yeah, it's heavy losses for him on expensive units, but he's taking more and more map control with the Trebs. And that was concerning for me. And he's building another castle. And these castles, they don't yet have crenellations. Okay, took one down. He seems happy to throw away these, like just to get that castle up. I don't think that's a good idea. You really need a big group of them. Anyway, if I need to keep these alive. But obviously he's going to keep trebbing me. He's now on 4 castles. He's done a decent job. Don't know where he's going. Gold income's still fairly good for me. I still have 26 villagers taking gold, but this will run out soon. And I don't think I have any more gold. And that's the problem with him taking the map, as he currently is. There's gold in the middle. Like 1,700 gold there, and there's gold at the side here. 2,400 there. So currently no one can take it. Well, I'm going to try. I'm not sure how successful I'll be with that. Okay, he's going to dive the Trebs, and that's the thing. He will get them. Teutonic Knights are insane. But he will lose all the Teutonic Knights. So the KD is great for me. 150 to 100. I should win the game. But I can't address this. So I don't really want to be diving with these units because gold's going to run out soon. Need to keep them alive. And he's got, what, 5 Trebs? Yep, 1 more in queue. So I really need something to address that. And my own Trebs, because he's got more than me. Here comes another castle. It's just the castle creep. I thought he had crenellations actually. I didn't check, but crenellations would be insane for him right now. Oh. I'm not sure it was a good idea to dive here. I suppose I do have gold in the bank still. And I did kill a lot of villagers, in fact, but... yeah, that'll go up. Our Trebs, so what can I really do against this? If he gets crenellations, there's nothing I can do. I'm just behind on the Trebs numbers. And I'm focusing castles whilst he's focusing my Trebs. So he does like to use Trebs defensively. Okay, so here comes stables. I'm floating 8,000 food, so my thinking was to build light cav. Certainly not to fight the Teutonic Knights, but just to throw away against Trebs. In my eyes, that was the only way I could win this game, because what's going to happen here is this is going to keep going. I'm going to lose my Trebs. My archers aren't going to be able to go under 2 castles, and his Trebs can sit out here, you know, and treb me. And as far as I knew, he was going to continue building more castles. So I'm just going to lose my base, you know, castle creep. He's got more stone here to take, so he just keeps castle creeping. And he uses his Trebs really well, defensively. So yeah, here we go. Light calves. Upgrades starting to come in for them. So yeah, I'll just hang back and wait at this point. Yeah, this isn't good. Did I lose that? I didn't remember this during the game, so I might have lost a lot of units there, in fact. Yeah, doesn't look like I saw it, to be honest. Though he wasn't inquisitive enough to run in. No, back to his traps. Alright, fair enough. I'm housed on 185. So he's ahead of me on eco after that. He's got 128 to my 107 villagers. I'm living on military, but his military is very good. Okay, here we go. The last plate building armor coming in for these light cav now. I've got all the upgrades I need. Sent my archers over here to take care of these, which I saw. Obviously he wants to stop my expansion, which is the right thing to do. These trebs come out just in time for my light cav. Yeah, don't fight the Teutonic Knights though. God, that is not what we want. That's not what you're here for. Yeah, there we go. This is what I built them for. Snipe the trebs. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Lose them all, but so what? It was just food, and I had lots of food, so well, I didn't lose them all, in fact. And I kept my trebs alive at the back, which I think was really good. I had 6, 7 of them here. So I can treb these back. Also, my archers were raiding at the same time as that. I used the timing of that, so I dived with my scouts at the same time the archers were raiding over here, so felt that was really good. I'm still behind on eco, but way ahead on villagers. Yeah, the thing is, these can come now because my archers are out of position. I do bring them back though. Any sign of crenellations for him? I didn't notice it coming in. Yes, now he has crenellations. So 13 range these things have now. Good, if he had that earlier, might have been a different story. Okay, here we go, another castle. Not too concerning to me at the minute, because now I have a way to deal with them. I can treb them, and I have a way to deal with his defensive trebs. Don't think he wants to be throwing his Teutonic Knights away like this. I tempt them over, and then raid. Don't know if staying still was the right thing to do here, but I just wanted them to fire, honestly. Okay, trebs are up. The addition of these light cav has really turned the side in this game. I'm waiting to score now. Kind of weird gathering around that tree. Like the horses are eating from it. Yeah, these need to come out of the way, because when this goes up, crenellations mean they're gonna range me very quickly. Yeah, get out the range of the castle. See, I didn't know, like, you stand at a natural position thinking you're safe, and then the castle ranges you. Okay, I had lots of these, plenty of food to replace them, so, you know, losing them isn't a problem, no matter what you use them for. You know, take the villagers. God, crenellation kills me. Right, here we go. Now fire, archers, fire. Thank you. I just dived just because I could replace them quickly. It gives me a chance to treb. So I didn't really move off 53 farms. I was floating lots of wood, which could have been sold, I suppose, at this point. He spent every single penny he's got, so he's much more efficient with his eco than me. Obviously, he can't really fight back here with the archers there. I think what's hurt Blue most in this game is this throwing his Teutonic Knights away. You need a trash unit if you want to push units back, just to buy time. Not Teutonic Knights. Yeah, he's got 21 on gold still. Where is that even? It's obviously here. Oh, and these. That's not going to be for long. Yeah, trimming back these in the middle. Should be quite straightforward from here. reasonably. I still have way less villagers, but I've got 75 military compared to his 8. Did I build more villagers? I did not. I did not choose to replace any villagers. I suppose I was floating many resources and didn't really feel I need to. Never got myself to 200 pop here, so I could have done that. Like I should have seen with all this military, like why I'm not pop capped, and then realised that I was lacking villagers. Okay, he can't fight this anymore. He needs paladin, but he's long past the point of being able to afford paladin. Teutonic Knights are a great unit, but unfortunately they die to Arbalast, so... Could have been hand cannons, but Sicilians don't get that. Okay. Starting to have some idle time now. I'm pop capped at 190 with 99 military. Jeez. Did I ever think to build houses? I don't know. Okay, now we have cannon from him, which is a good shout. Trebs. I don't know why I didn't dive that with my, why send these? Why not dive it with my scout? I suppose these ones behind the wall. What we needed to do here was treb down a hole in the wall. Someone mentioned in my chat during the game, but only after. Yeah, I only saw it after. Treb down a hole in the wall here, and my light cav can run in. Rather than throwing away my gold unit. Like this. He did keep him, like, I did make sure I kept him going back though, my Arbalast, but Crenellation's doing so much for him. Currently. This castle killed 11 archers at the minute. 12. The castle will go down. Obviously he's way dead at this point. He's got no win condition. He has no gold. He can't fight this with pure trash. Well, he could. If he had the buildings. And he had great micro. In fact, I don't have many archers, so if he just made Halb, he would probably take it all back. At this point. I am taking gold though, so more archers can come out. Capturam, don't know what I was thinking there. Didn't need that. Raids, yeah, these are in the back. I can't choose him because he's well dead, like... I know it's a bit disrespectful, but... At this point, the score difference is massive, and... He has no chance to come back in the game, so... And there we go, he obviously took on board it, but never GG me back, and... which is a shame. But what an interesting game, and swung both ways at points. Light Cav being my most created unit, he created 180 Teutonic Knights. Unfortunately, most of them got thrown away for him. 133 Arbalasts, which I was very careful to keep alive, except for at the end there. Yeah, he never had a second unit. Like, his second most produced unit was Trebs. And that's it. There were a few turning points in the game. Obviously, the fact that his tower rush was late. And I was able to push it back. My imp obviously turned the game and pushed his castle back, but gave him a better eco. Which meant he could come and take the middle, as he did, which we saw. And then the addition of Light Cav from me really swung the game. I was finally able to deal with those Trebs. And then Arbalasts were able to be effective against the Teutonic Knights, which was all he was creating. So, yeah, I thought there were turning points in the game. But I was really pleased with how I did in this, especially the addition of the farms and the balancing of the eco later on, after my transition to imp. So I was really pleased with how it all played out. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the game, you can see more live on Twitch if you like to, or follow my channel, because I post usually 3 or 4 times a week with matches. So yeah, like and subscribe if you can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.